Hey everyone, thanks for listening to the Grow Your Life podcast. My name is Jeremiah Krakowski, and on this podcast, I share with you strategies and tips that can help you grow your mentorship business, your coaching business. If you're an author, speaker, or trainer, how to get more clients to actually pay you money, not just by sharing information with people, but actually getting people to pay you for the knowledge that you have. And that's what my passion is seeing mentors and coaches become extremely wealthy online. I have 2 decades of experience in this industry, and we built multiple 8-figure mentorship businesses during that time. And I want to pass on to you what's working right now to help you break past to the next level. And something I want to talk about is letting go of what everybody else thinks about you. Letting go of the opinions of prospects and even clients. It's going to help you become a better coach, because if we're so focused on managing and maintaining other people's feelings or emotions, we're not going to be operating at our best, because we're too focused on how we look to others rather than what's going to actually get them results. And that's what I have noticed over the years. I didn't want people to be upset with me. I wanted my message to resonate with people, but I was tiptoeing around the real issues that people needed. Sometimes people, they just need the hard truth, and they need the consequences of their choices and actions laid out in front of them so they can see that. And that's painful to see. People, as you're mentoring them, are going to have up and down days. They're going to have losses and they're going to have wins. And both times you need to be able to mentor and raise people up in that level. When you go out there to build a coaching and mentorship business, you can do all the right things and still have haters on social media. People who don't like your message, don't like what you're saying, disagree with you, are there just to conflict with you and even discredit you. And they get off on this. They actually find a sense of self-worth in doing this with people by criticizing and pointing out where everybody's wrong in their life. I've made it a point in my business to not engage with those people and not to do business with those people. And it used to get me really caught up, because I was finding that I was a magnet for these type of people, like multiple per week, wanting to get into arguments and debates why my methods don't actually work, and why, the things that I'm teaching are actually not helping people. And I was just shocked by the fact that people wanted to spend time to discuss how wrong they felt that I was in what I was saying in my methodologies. I mean, even a training like this right here would be an example of that. And I would get DMs and messages from people wanting to debate this. And the problem is that I was spending my time around people who just wanted to debate things. They found their sense of self-worth in being right, proving others wrong, and proving their opinions right. And the unfortunate part is, for me, I think because of unhealed trauma that I was working through, is I would freeze up in these types of situations. I would struggle to even communicate with people, and I would struggle to do the best thing in my business, because I was so concerned as to what other people would think. I'm still growing in this area. This is still an area that I'm growing in actively. I can tell you, every single time when I have completely let go of other people's opinions concerning myself, do they accept me? Do they agree with me? Are they going to like what I'm going to say? Are they going to resonate with it? And I go out there in my business and just make it a point to help people get really rich and to make a ton of money and to get results and walk people through the process that we've done and are doing to do that. See, that's what gets people results. That's what produces what people are actually willing to pay me money for. Me trying to make sure that Elizabeth's feelings are heard, and not saying something too harshly because I'm afraid of coming across in a way that might not resonate, that separates me from actually being able to be effective to help people as a coach and mentor. And that's what I found, is that I'm actually giving people a lower quality version of myself, so they're not actually getting all of what they paid for by me doing that. And in a sense, I'm actually this is a decision that I've made, is that for me to operate in excellence and actually deliver on the promises that I've made to people, I can't tiptoe around people's emotions and feelings. And I will upset people and I will disappoint them, and they might not always be happy with what I have to say. They may take it to an extreme level even in how upset they get. And yet I can't let that change what I choose to do in my business. Now, oh gosh, empathy is an incredible thing in business. Being able to empathize with people in their situation. It's an incredible thing for marketing. Being able to empathize what motivates people. This isn't what I'm talking about with empathy. I'm talking about when you're being criticized, judged, put down, and discredited, and people are trying to get you to second guess and question what you know to be true. That's not empathy. That's called negativity, and I don't tolerate that. I focus on positivity and joy in our atmosphere, and creating an abundant life, full of riches, full of wealth, not just a little bit of money, a lot of money. I have people who follow me. They're not happy with the fact that I talk so much about making a ton of money in your business, and yet that's my focus. It's helping people make a ton of money in a business as a mentor and as a coach. I believe that the most important thing that you can do as a mentor and coach is to increase your cash flow to make as much money as possible. We're way too concerned with what other people think about us. Are they going to accept us? Are they going to quit early? And, I see people, they justify it. It's like, well, I'm just beginning. Well, I'm just starting. I really think that you have to have the mindset of a multimillionaire to get to the next level that you want to get to. Instead of waiting until you reach that level to then shift your mindset, it takes shifting the mindset first to then start to see the changes and the results in your life. And it takes taking risks and stepping out. Not asking for permission, not trying to make sure that everybody is pleased or appeased with you. And when you can do this as a mentor and as a coach, and you combine this with empathy, and you combine this with being able to see what do people need help with, how can we solve problems for them, how can we lead people to the goals that they have, you'll have a highly successful, highly profitable business by doing this. Now, authenticity alone is not enough. You need to then market and promote your business, and you need to actually find people actively through marketing and advertising campaigns that are looking for what you have to offer. And then once you find them, using your best sales skills and sales ability, you end up closing those people as paid clients for you. Anything that comes in the way of you closing sales in your business with qualified prospects, which is like one of the simplest and easiest things in the world to do, but a lot of people, because of what's in between their two ears, struggle with it because they're so focused on being worried about something that's probably never going to happen, of what people might think about them, and trying to avoid people perceiving them or thinking something about them that they don't want, or trying to control what people are doing. The desire to even make people become your client itself, being so rooted in controlling other people. When I go out there, I could not care less if somebody becomes a client or not, at all. And that's the right energy that is actually attractive, that actually brings clients to us, is when we're not so focused on, I need to make this happen, and we operate out of desperation, which is repulsive to people, smells like stinky trash, smells like stinky garbage to people, when you're so desperate and need them to quote unquote do something or become a client of yours. And people will sense it, and people will read it, and people will smell it a mile away, because it reeks. And nobody wants to be around a coach or mentor that does that. And yet that is what 99% of coaches and mentors, when they go out there to market their business, are doing. They're reeking of desperation. Instead of simply just connecting with potential clients, giving their best content away, giving value, actually solving problems for people, not just teasing the problem. That's one part of it. And then boldly and confidently selling something that's irresistible, that the person that they're selling to literally feels like and believes that they can't live without it. And so when you can simultaneously do those two things, you attract the right people by solving a problem immediately for them. Not a bait and switch, not a teaser, but an actual problem. And then you build trust with people to where they believe that they can't live without joining your coaching program. That's the win-win basis of effectively building a coaching business. And it's not hard to do. It's not sleazy, it's not slimy, it's not manipulative in any way. It's about how you frame the conversation, the value you deliver, and how you actually connect with your target prospect. It's possible for you to make $20,000 to $40,000 a month starting with a mentorship business, but most people barely scratch the surface of even $1,000 a month because they're so concerned with doing everything right, quote unquote, according to some arbitrary version of right that somebody made up at some point in time, and that now we are taking in as I have to do things this way in order to succeed, when really making your one focus. Your one focus. How do I find people that are potentially able to become clients of my mentoring and coaching business? And if you're just starting out and you don't know your niche or you don't know what you coach on, start there. Figure that out and then find as many people that can validate that you picked the right topic or niche. If nobody has an interest in it, if nobody's buying from you, if nobody's showing up, pivot or adjust it one direction or another, a little bit closer to what people are actually wanting. One of the best ways to learn what people actually want is the feedback loop. Getting feedback from people, what they want, what they desire, in their own words, where they tell you, in my business, I have a 100-page document of all of the struggles and frustrations and desires that people who join my free webinars have told me that they want. And I use this as a reference of how to talk and how to communicate to get more clients in their businesses, and how to present all of my offers and webinars that are online. All of my content is geared around helping these people get results, helping you get results. If you're listening to this right now, if you're watching this, I want to help you as a mentor and coach start your business, launch it, get a ton of clients with Facebook ads, and make a ton of money. And that's what we help you with. That's what we walk you through, and that's what we follow the process of, okay? And so if you're a part of our community, don't just listen to the content, be active. Go ask me questions on my social media. Go ask me questions on my YouTube channel. Join us in one of our live events, and if you're not part of our Client Growth Accelerator program, jump into the Client Growth Accelerator program the next time that we open the doors to it. It's the best program that's out there with exclusive training as well as access to me. The only way you can access me is through this program. It's the way to get exclusive access to me to work with you on your business and to help you grow, okay? And so I'd love to help you. I'd love to work with you. I'd love to help you get multiple 6- and 7-figure results in your business. Stay plugged into the podcast, and we'll see you in the accelerator. We'll talk soon.